You need to stop acting like your life is happening all in front of you and you have no power to stop the situation you're in right now if you're not happy with it. Being a perfectionist, which I also had a lot of issues in the past, being a perfectionist makes you miserable down the lane. Even though there's a higher power, it all comes back to you in your action. Owning that you do control your life and no one else. To be this in order to do that. This sentence is your enemy. Hi, today I want to talk about something that I did in the past and I know a lot of people are currently doing, or they did in the past and they're not fully over it yet. It is to believe that your life is not fully under your control. And what do I mean by that? If you are a person of faith, or you do believe in spiritual things, you do believe in science, you do believe in feeling okay about something before doing it, you do believe in waiting for the right time, you do believe in there is just a higher power, which I also believe in all of those things. It can get tricky sometimes to make decisions. Sometimes the answer is so basic. Sometimes the answer is just owning it. Owning that you do control your life and no one else. Even though there's a higher power, it all comes back to you in your actions. So you need to stop acting like your life is happening all in front of you and you have no power to stop the situation you're in right now if you're not happy with it. And you might think that there are circumstances that I'm not able to change, but I'm sure that you can start to change at least one thing a day that you do not like about your life, that will lead you to a new point, which is your ultimate goal in the end. You don't have to wait for the right time, or you don't have to wait for to be able to change it all in once. This also goes back to being a perfectionist, which I also had a lot of issues in the past. Being a perfectionist makes you miserable down the lane. You think it's going to make you more successful. You feel like it makes you feel like you're in control. But what it actually does is it makes you lose control of your own life, because you're always waiting for the perfect opportunity to change it all, to do it all in once. So you do not start at all. I did the same thing in the past. Being a perfectionist is actually your enemy. It's not a friend of yours. Being a perfectionist, or always looking for signs, or always looking for a higher power to start something, to change something, is your enemy. It's not your friend. And I have been there before. I was so scared to start and change just one thing about my life, because I thought, what's gonna do if I'm not able to change it all? If I'm not able to do a big change in my life, why does it matter? I have to wait to be this in order to do that. This sentence is your enemy. Former perfectionist that it does not help you at all. On the opposite, it kills your goals, it kills your motivation, it is slowing down your process so much. It feels easy to not blame yourself and be like, oh, it's not the right time, I don't have the circumstances, I'm just trying to do like the perfect thing, my life is not fully under my control. It feels easy, it feels like an escape. Yes, there are some things that are not under your control, unfortunately, but your life is under your control at the end of the day. Every action can lead to another thing if you just take a step. You do not have to be something to start another thing. It's just rules in your head. They were never real. They were just in your head. Trying to control everything so much made you lose control of your own life. I want you to think about being a perfectionist for so long, trying to keep everything under control for so long. What did it got you? As a former perfectionist, I am asking you this because I know that it makes you lose more than you gain. Wait for things, to wait for yourself to be perfect, to wait for circumstances to be perfect. Trying to be perfect and controlling every situation is not growth. It is the opposite of growth in the end. You can see the results of that. In order to take the control of your life back, You just need to realize that you had it from the start, and you can change step by step starting by today.